afternoon. Check this out. So after spending a day yesterday in Manchester, driving to Manchester and a day in the course and then driving back, definitely felt the need to get outside and freshen up. Brought the boss man out for a walk. Loves a walk, or loves taking me for a walk, should we say. So just a little video just to say hi, but actually also just yesterday, just something came to me and it reminded me, and I thought I must share that. So we were on this course yesterday in Manchester, just a day or afternoon seminar, different topics around nutrition, and as I think always happens when you do these things, it really opens your mind up again and just helps you to remember that you do need to continue growing. And I just wanted to share this little thing that happened to me actually in 2008 in June. I was in Long Beach, California at a seminar. I went out there, did like a month's voluntary work experience in Gold's Gym, Venice Beach, and I decided to go down to, just bear with me whilst I dodge some bogs here, decided to go down to this conference, and I did this seminar, and I was like, what was I then, 20, 21, 22, and I'd done fitness for 5-6 years at that point probably. I hadn't started a business at that point. I was just a fitness enthusiast at that time, and did this conference, went into this one particular seminar, and actually I came out and I was like, geez, like there's so much now more that I know, so much more open-minded about, actually and the guy who ran the seminar, who I actually went and did some studying with in Florida in the end, a guy called Carlos Santana, he ran the seminar, and one of the things, and he's not the guitarist by the way, Carlos Santana, Institute of Human Performance, he actually said to me, he said, how did you find that? He came over and I was eating my chicken in the Tupperware box. I said, to be honest with you, I said I'm just mind blown. I know, I thought I knew something. I said, I actually feel like I know less now, okay, because I actually had my eyes open to what was possible. And one of the things that the way that he described it to me was that like I was kind of like that little bit of chicken that was in my Tupperware box, and he was the fork, in the sense that he enabled like me to look up and see what was possible and what was on the table. And yesterday I was kind of sat there at this seminar thinking, yeah, this is another example of, there are times when you need to be that little bit of chicken, you need to be led, and there are definitely times where you need to be the fork, and I think when I think about the people that we work with, like a lot of them are parents, a lot of them are business owners, busy people who have jobs and they spend a lot of their time, leading and being the fork, shall we say, and helping people to see what's on the table around them in their environment. And then there are obviously times where we need to be led. And certainly yesterday it was certainly something that came to me. And I think one of the things that we can forget is that, unless we look after ourselves and what we're trying to, and not in a selfish way, but if we don't actually concentrate on making sure that we're, in a good place, we're not really in a position to kind of help others. And I guess it's a bit like when you go on an airplane, they tell you to put your own oxygen mask on first if something goes wrong. A bit like that, really. So I guess this message is really just to help you to kind of make sure that you remember that you do deserve to look after yourself. And I know this is a big thing, like, when we talk to, particularly to mums, when they sort of talk about they don't really make enough time for themselves. Definitely think this in this instance. So don't be afraid to be led, but don't also forget that, we also have that kind of opportunity to make sure that we have that balance between being led and leading, and make sure that in different areas of our life that we acknowledge that, it's not a bad thing to ask for help, and it's not a bad thing to go and seek help. Nearly went over that. So yeah, anyway, it's just a little short message. So don't be afraid to kind of, have a look and see what's on the table around you. Seek opportunities. If you're a coach, you definitely should be doing this, because ultimately your ability to serve those people that you work with, it all knuckles down to your ability to be open-minded and also be able to kind of take on board, information, dissect it, filter opinions, and then bust the myths and help people make the best decisions for them. So that's cool. Have a good evening. That's all for me from sunny Dartmoor. And Dealer, you gonna say bye, mate? You gonna say goodbye?